Om Shanti, 18th of February 2025. Morning murli, Madhuban. Essence, sweet children, it is your duty to give the Father message to every home. Under all circumstances, you must definitely find a way to give everyone the Father's introduction. Question, in which aspect should your children be interested? Answer, you should be interested in nothing. Noting down all the new points that emerge because it is difficult to remember all these points. You can use your notes to explain to others. However, you shouldn't write down the points and then leave your notebook aside. The children who understand everything clearly are very interested in talking notes. Songs, thousands of pupils of the world put a lock on your heart. Om Shanti. You see, just spiritual children heard the song. Only the one Father would say the words spiritual children. No one but the spiritual Father would ever call you his spiritual children. Your children knows that there is the one Father of all the spirits and that we are all brothers. People speak of brotherhood, but Maya enters them in such a way that they call the Father omnipresent, which makes it a fatherhood. Rav's kingdom exists over the old world. In the new world, there is Rama's kingdom, which is also called God kingdom. These matters have to be understood. There are definitely two kingdoms, God kingdom and the devil kingdom. There is the new world and there is the old world. It must surely be the Father who creates the new world. People of this world understand nothing about the new world or the old world. They don't know anything. Previously, you didn't understand anything either. You were senseless. Who established that new world of happiness? Why is there sorrow in this old world? How does hell change into heaven? No one knows these things. Only human beings can know of these things. There are images of deities, and so the original eternal kingdom of deities must surely have existed. It doesn't exist now. It is now government of the people by the people. The Father only comes in Bharat. The people of Bharat don't know what Shiv Baba does when he enters Bharat. They haven't forgotten their own religion. You now have to give them the introduction of the Trinity and of Father Shiva. People say deity Brahma, deity Vishnu and deity Shankar. Then they say salutation to the Supreme Soul Shiva. Therefore, you children have to give them the introduction of Trimurti Shiva. You have to do this service no matter what the circumstances are. When everyone receives the Father introduction, they can claim their inheritance from the Father. You know that you are now claiming your inheritance. Many more have yet to claim theirs. It is our duty to make sure that every home is given the Father message. In fact, only the Father is the messenger. The Father gives you his own introduction. You then have to give the Father's introduction to others. You have to give them the Father's knowledge. The main thing is Trimurti Shiva. This is our coat of arms government. People do not understand the accurate meaning of this day. They show the cycle as a spinning wheel. On it is written, truth brings victory. There is no meaning to those words. They are Sanskrit words. The Father is the truth. You gain victory over the whole world with the true explanation that He gives you. The Father says, I am telling you the truth when I say that you can truly become true Narayan. Through this study, those people extract so many different meanings. You should ask them the meaning of this as well. Baba explains in many different ways whenever a gathering is being held. On the banks of a river, you should go and explain that the Ganges cannot be the purifier. Rivers emerge from oceans. Rivers of water emerge from ocean of water. Rivers of this knowledge emerge from the ocean of knowledge. Your mothers now have this knowledge. Go to a cow mouth where water emerges. From that mouth, they believe that is the water of the Ganges. Even people who are very educated are not able to understand how the water of the Ganges cannot emerge from their air. It says in the scriptures that the water of the Ganges emerges where the arrow lays. These aspects are of this knowledge. It isn't that Arjuna shot an arrow and that the water of the Ganges emerged where it landed. People go very far on pilgrimage. It is said that the Ganges emerge through the locks of Shankar. It is said too that human can change into angels by bathing in that water. To Ganges from an ordinary human into a deity is like changing into an angel. You children must now give everyone the Father's introduction. This is why Baba has had these pictures made. All of this knowledge is in the pictures of Trimurti Shiva. In their pictures of the Trimurti, they don't have the one who gave this knowledge. There are only images of those who receive the knowledge. You can now explain to them using the pictures of Trimurti Shiva. At the top is the image of the one who gives this knowledge. Brahma received this knowledge from him and he then spreads this knowledge. This is called the machinery of establishing God's religion. This state religion gives a creative of happiness. You children have recognized your true religion. You know that God is teaching you. You become so happy because the one who is teaching you is God Himself. The Father says there should be no limit to the happiness of your children. God is incorporeal, Shiva and not Krishna, Sri Krishna. The Father sits here and explains that the bestower of salvation for all is only the one. The golden age is called salvation and the iron age is called degradation. That new world is called new and the old world is called old. People believe that there are still 40,000 years left before the world becomes old. Everyone has become so confused. No one except the Father can explain these things. Baba says, I give you children, your fortune of the kingdom, and take everyone else back home. Those who follow my direction then become deities. Only you children know about these things. What would new ones understand? It is the task of you guardians to prepare the garden and make it ready. The master of the garden continues to give you direction. It isn't that Baba would meet a new person and give him this knowledge. That is the task of you gardeners. For instance, when Baba goes to Calcutta, children there think that they will invite their officers and friends to come to Baba. Baba says they won't understand anything. It is as though you bring wood dust in front of Baba. This is why Baba says never bring new ones in front of Baba. It is the task of you gardens, not the owner of the garden, to explain. The task of a gardener is to prepare a garden. The Father continues to give you direction about what you should do. This is why Baba never meets new children. However, sometimes they have guests at home who want to have a glimpse and ask, why don't you let us meet Baba? So many people go to Sangracharya, etc. Sangracharya has a great status now. He is well educated, but nevertheless, he was born to wives, tutors of temples. Make anyone sit on the gati, seat of status. Each one has his own opinion. The Father comes and he himself gives you children his introduction. I enter this old body every cycle. This one didn't know his birth. It says in the scriptures that the duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years. Human beings cannot take so many births. They have then said that you also take birth in animal species, etc. And they have increased the number to 8.4 million species. Whatever people hear, they can continue to note and say, it is true, everything in the scriptures belongs to the path of devotion. In Calcutta, they make beautiful image of the deities. They decorate them beautifully and then they sing them. It is as though they have become as senseless as babies. They are absolutely innocent. You know that this is hell and that there is limitless happiness in hell. Even now, when someone dies, people say that so and so has gone to heaven. Therefore, heaven must surely have existed and some time, but not now. Heaven would surely come after hell. You know about all of these things. whereas other people don't even know a little. So what would new ones do sitting in front of Baba? Therefore, gardeners are needed who can look after them well. Many gardeners are needed here. I have come to purify everyone. Remember me and you will become pure. At present, all souls are Tamopradhan. This is why they say that each soul is also the Supreme Soul. If the Supreme Soul were to be in everyone, the Father wouldn't sit and beat his head with such people. It is the task of you, gardeners, to change thorns into flowers. You know that devotion is the night and that this knowledge is the day. The day of Brahma and the night of Brahma has been remembered. Prajapita Brahma would surely have many children. None of them even has the wisdom to ask who the Brahma of so many Brahmakumari and Brahmakumars is. Prajapita Brahma is very well known, and it is through him that the Brahmin religion is established. People say salutation to the deity Brahma. The Father makes you children into Brahmins and then deities. You children should be interested in nothing down of all these new points that image that the children who understand these things well. The Father says, I tell you the essence of the scriptures of the path of devotion. People first play a flute to snacks and then catch hold of them and remove their poison. The Father to makes you stop drinking poison. Human beings have become impure one with that poison. The Father says, renounce all of that. Nevertheless, they don't renounce it. The Father makes you beautiful, but in spite to that, some fall and take their focus. The Father has come to make you children sit on the pyre of this knowledge. By sitting on the pyre of this knowledge, you become the master of the world, the conquerors of the world. Acha, to your sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to your spiritual children. Spiritual children say, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana, first, constantly have the happiness that you are, the instruments who are establishing that true religion and that God Himself is teaching you. Our deity religion is one that gives a great deal of happiness. Second, you have to become gardeners and do the service of changing thorn into flowers. Before you bring them in front of the Father, you must first prepare them well. You have to make this effort. Blessing, may you forget your old bodies and the old world and become seated on Bapdada's heart throne, the place of the confluence age. Elevated soul to sit is Bapdada's heart throne. You cannot have such a throne at any other time in the old cycle. You will continue to receive throne in the kingdom of the world or the kingdom of a state, but you will not have this throne. This is such a throne that even when you walk to around, eat and sleep, you are constantly seated on this throne. The children who are always seated on Bapdada's heart throne forget their old bodies and the old world. They see them but do not see them. Slogan: to chase after some limited name, fame, or honor means to chase your shadow. Om Shanti.